Have you ever like shot the whole thing but then you lost the content? And
In your wedding also it happened, right?
you used to always ask me, give me 2 TB hard disk, give me 3 TB hard disk, give me 4 TB hard disk. I was like, wow, how many hard disks do you want? You're an inspiration to a lot of photographers. What would you suggest them? What is a random place where you have shot?
The animal is approaching me, some risk might be there, so then I ran off from there. Anna, itla povala, something I was saying. And I'm shouting at what? I told you this is the way you have to do it. Then couple is like, Prashant, whatever you said, he didn't even understand.
What is that one lesson that you have learned in photography, like in a hard way?
And we met with an accident where we were driving through the snow and the car toppled off. And then it was quite scary basically.
Today, we have Prashanth Ravi. Everyone అనుకుంటున్నారా? We all know him as PrashanthBionic. He's an amazing photographer and I should say he's very well known for his skill and his unique perspective. And moreover, he's a very good friend of mine. So, let's welcome him to the show. Hi Prashant.
Hello.
Or should I call you Prashanth Bionic?
No, Prashant is fine.
Prashanth is fine, okay. So I know, Prashant, that you are a Telugu guy, right?
Yes.
Can you talk something in Telugu? Or okay, I'll ask you a question and answer it
See,
in
I'm
Telugu.
very bad at Telugu basically, you know.
No problem. We all would love to
The reason
listen.
is because I'm coming from Tamil Nadu background.
Okay.
You guys are from Telugu. If I talk right, you won't even understand.
I will understand.
There was one instance.
People will understand.
There was one instance where I learned I should not talk Telugu in Andhra or
Okay.
Telangana state. I went to a couple shoot in Hyderabad, Golconda Fort, right?
Right.
We went there for a shoot. I was telling him directions. Anna, itla povala, something I was saying. Something I was saying, okay? I don't remember what I exactly said. I was saying for 15 minutes. And I thought he understood or he's saying to some other spot. And I'm shouting at what? I told you this is the way you have to do it. Then couple is like, Prashant, whatever you said, he didn't even understand. That is why he has taken us to the wrong spot.
Oh, yeah.
That is when I understood, okay, what I'm speaking, they are not able to understand, so no point in talking.
What did you speak? What
I'm
did
just
you say?
giving directions. Like, you have to go like this, you have to go like that in Telugu.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to say right now, you know.
How did you firstly, like, how did you get into photography? I think a lot of people have this question because looking at your Instagram page or how you have like unique taste or taking of every reel, like every reel is different, right?
Yeah.
Like, how did you come into that photography? Like, is it a childhood passion or how did it work out for you?
Well, right from childhood, I was not into photography. I was doing dance, sketching, all this stuff actually. So right from childhood, I was more inclined towards art. For me, the biggest high during my childhood was like dancing and getting that applause from the crowd, right? That was the biggest high. So during my end of the last final year in the college only, I just got to know, like, let me try to learn photography because we used to do dance videos. So someone used to capture that, right, in a camera. At that particular point of time, I used to like be very keen, like how it happens, how they shoot and etc. So I got to learn from friends how it happens, you know. Then
So all this is in like your engineering
college, yeah.
So until
right?
then you had no idea,
No idea about
photography.
photography. No.
Okay.
Until last year of college, I didn't do any photography on a very professional level or like on a serious level. It's just like take a phone and shoot, right? It was like that. So at the end of the final year, I was like, okay, let me try to learn. That's when I got more interest towards photography and I started doing it. And after a few years of time, like 1 or 2 years of time, we got a gig in our college, in our school.
Okay.
We got a gig in a school where school correspondent asked us to shoot an annual day in the college.
So
in
you
the
are
school,
not
sorry.
dancing, but you're shooting.
Yeah,
instead.
shooting. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So during our college days, like we got a call from correspondent saying like you guys can come and shoot a small annual day because we saw some of your works, like the dance videos and etc.
Okay.
So we were like, okay, let's go and do. But we didn't have any camera at the time. So it was initially like say 5-6 years we didn't own any camera since I started doing photography. It was in the year of around 2014-15.
Okay.
So what we did is like we hired camera from friends. Okay, so just for the gig, like you can give us. We went to we just took the camera and then we went and shot the gig and all. And once we brought the pictures into the edit table, right in the computer, we was very stunned. Oh, the pictures are really good. Did we really shoot those pictures? Because it was the magic of camera, I would say.
Okay.
Generally, we have a good camera, pictures will come out nice, right? So it was that kind of excitement initially. Then yeah, from there it started. And after few months of time, let's say in that particular year, what happened is like we wanted to do on a serious level because I wanted to be a dancer during my college, which I felt I cannot pursue as a full-time career because I couldn't see a proper way like how I am going to do this as a career. So I thought like something I want to do towards art because art was always exciting. Engineering is also exciting. I did robotics engineering, but it was more exciting than what I studied actually. So yeah, I we went, like, it was crazy. We didn't have any idea. We just started. I just went up to parents and like we were a couple of friends actually, like 2-3
Okay.
people who all we wanted to do together, and everyone went to their home and asked their parents. You know, we all got no direct no, saying like, you can't do it. You did a good engineering. You definitely should pursue a job.
Yeah, that's what all parents say. right?
Exactly. Yeah. So we understood like we cannot definitely convince the parents, and we also didn't know what we are going to do exactly. So what we thought is like two of my friends, what they did is like they wanted to do PG, which is like they wanted to do masters in whatever course they were doing. And
Okay.
I decided to do job because I was senior. I mean, I was like elder guy in my home, so I wanted to do like financially stable and all. So I just wanted to do a job, and obviously, right, we land up in IT. That's why I landed up in IT, and then yeah, it was going on. So after a couple of years, what we did is like we saved the money, whatever small gigs, whatever we did, and then with that money only we bought camera on our own. We didn't
Okay.
seek help from our parents, or we didn't get any money from anybody. So that's how it started, and yeah, I didn't pursue it as full time. I was doing it
Okay.
part time only. So the main reason why I was doing is because like it was giving a lot of joy.
Right.
Let's say I click a picture, we post on Instagram, like 10 people like it, and like few people comment it, right? I told, right, I had an high in my childhood days, which when we do our art, people appreciate, right? So again, that was continuing. So in that case, I just wanted to do it like full time career.
Exactly. Like photography is not a full time career. Like
Exactly.
what was a moment like you felt like, "Arey, this is what I want to do full time."
So after
Like
a couple of
when?
years, I was working in IT. It was going on, and I was offered a job to go to other countries, like on-site
Okay.
opportunity.
Oh,
So I thought like if I do, I mean, but still I wanted to do photography. I was not able to convince parents. So I thought like there were a few people in my, few colleagues in my office where they were like, you're very young. You can try what you would like to do right now. If you don't do it right now, then you will not be able to do it again. And I also, but I didn't have a proper visibility. Will I be able to do it on a greater note? Like, will I be financially stable? Will I be able to do it as a proper career? So what I did was like, there were few instances what I observed. Like one instance where like I was sick, completely sick for a week. So I had to do my IT job. At the same time, I was doing small gigs part time with my
Okay.
friends. So I had to edit those pictures. So I was completely sick. So I was not so excited to go to office, but I was doing the editing job. So that's when I told my father, even if I'm sick, I'll be able to do this job full-fledged, full wholeheartedly. So that is when he was convinced. Okay, this guy is like he's been asking me to do this for 4 years. Now he wants to do it. And then I was offered to go to UK, which I rejected, and then I quit the job, and then I started
That's a
doing
big
this.
decision to take, right?
Yeah, it was big
Right.
risk actually.
Yeah, it's a
To put in simple words, you could be earning lakhs of money in your IT job. I was earning just 2,000, 3,000 rupees in my photography. So it
okay.
is very different, right? Like,
Yeah.
but what gave me that push to do that is because I felt like earning the 2,000 was full, earning the 2,000 was full of joy and excitement. When I earned the
Right.
2,000, right, that confidence, that joy, that what do you call that excitement? What you get, right, was so good than
Yeah,
what I was
better
earning
than what you were earning
in
before,
IT
yeah.
job. So yeah. In that case, I thought like, okay, let me try to do it, and I had a thought, let me try. Even if I fail, I can come back to IT. So let me try and see how it goes. So that's how the career started.
Okay. You yourself right now are an inspiration to a lot of photographers that I know myself. So what do you think about that?
Like I'm grateful, obviously, and we are in a world right now where we can easily put our work, and it easily reaches people also, right, at the same
Right.
time. So I would always say like there are people. I also do get inspired by a lot of people, like small photographers, big photographers, and etc. But
Can we
I
have
get
some names?
like in initial days I was very much inspired by Audi Photography, who does
Okay.
all this pictures through phone basically.
Oh, okay.
And when it comes to wedding, Fortri Venki sir from Andhra.
Yeah.
So I liked this work initially during my schooling days. He used to put an interesting caption and a nice composed image, and it was very interesting to see. And I like other country photographers. If I have to name, like Thomas Vijayan sir, who's a wildlife photographer, and Stephen McCurry, who is very good
Okay.
in street photography and travel photography. I would say he's
Right,
father of
right.
photography, I would say. So these people all inspired me in my initial days, I would say. Later, a lot of my inspiration came from day-to-day activities. I get inspired by nature. I get inspired from what I see in person, right?
Right.
So that's how.
Yeah, like we see on your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Everything you use for a different kind of reel or different kind of photo you take.
Exactly. In your
Yeah.
wedding, let's say what happened. That interesting thing, I've done a lot of ring shots.
Right.
So in your wedding, what happened? We didn't know you were doing an engagement at that particular point of time.
Right.
So you said you need your engagement like quickly back, right? You
Yeah,
said
I
you gave.
want to tell first that it was at last minute that we had an engagement planned, and you did an amazing job.
Yeah, so it was very unplanned.
Yeah.
So we were doing some shots with your outfits and etc. in your room, right?
Right.
You came up and said you had an engagement. So we didn't have any ring idea for your event because we thought there's no engagement. So suddenly you came up with that idea, and I had some 5-10 minutes of time, I think, right? Yeah. So I could have done any normal shot. I had good tools, good background, everything I would have done. So what happened? I was hearing that sound of water in the restroom, like from the shower, little bit of water leak.
Okay.
So we thought like, okay, why can't we do a shot with that? So we went there and then we opened the shower, we placed the ring in the stand, and we had some clay and all, and we got the shot. You saw that reel, right? So so that was one. I mean, I was very happy doing that idea because
I was happy too.
Because generally I do a lot of ideas that was not planned, and I was like, okay, today also we did something nice, right? So I was very happy being able to create that idea in your event, and then we got a really creative shot actually.
Right.
So what excites me is these things only. We never know, right, what kind of output we are going to do in photography.
Yeah.
You can visualize, you can always plan, but end of the day, what outcome you are going to get, you never know.
Right.
So it's always like that particular outcome will excite being as a photographer, and you will be excited to do more work at the same time. So yeah.
So what is that one turning point that you had in your career?
There are many turning points. Like as I said, I quit the job. I took a big risk. That was the first turning point. In that turning point, I had one big motivation, which a lot of people doesn't know. There was a community called Your Shot Community. Like it's run by Nat Geo at that particular point of time. So what they do is like anybody can post pictures. Whatever pictures you shoot, you can post in that community, and that community will have like highly rated pictures. Whatever pictures I posted, right, I always feel I am like 0.5 out of 10 what they're posting. That kind of inferior complex I had whenever I post pictures in that, but I still wanted to do it. I was like happy posting pictures in that particular platform. Now that community doesn't exist. So what they do is like a lot of pictures come in across globe, like everyone like amazing, like they go to great destinies, they shoot amazing images and they post in that particular platform. But I was not able to afford to go to Destiny. What I did was like whatever Chota Wala shoots I was doing in local, and whatever I see, right, I used to post. So in that particular point of time, when I was about to quit the job, when I was about to pursue it as full-time career, there happened an incident where I posted a picture, which is a small normal picture which I shot with phone. It was a picture, if you see, it'll be in a friend's home. There'll be curtains and a window, and there's a small decor item. I put the decor item on the floor and then I shot it. A lot of beautiful reflection will be there. And in that 1 week of time, what happened? It got featured as the best photo of that particular week out of all thousands of images that published in that picture thing. And what motivated me is like that picture, the particular National Geography producer, right? He himself commented in that particular picture saying a big...
the one who inspired you?
Yeah, no, not one who inspired. Like he's from the community basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Like he used to go, they're like kind of judges, I would say, who picks up a picture and they say why they like that picture. So he commented saying like, I love the way you observed the ordinary scene and tried to see a potential in getting a photograph out of it. So what he used to say, and more importantly, you shot with the phone. So generally before that, my thought was like, okay, if I have to do photography full-time career, I need to have a camera, all these stuffs and all.
Right.
So when that published, right, it all changed. Nothing like that. Photo is always a photo. You click it with phone, devices, whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
Even on your Instagram, we see a lot of phone photography.
Exactly.
Right?
So still today I enjoy it. If you see a lot of wedding photographers, what they do? They go to a client wedding and they shoot a wedding and they post.
Right.
So my vision is like, I always want to entertain everybody, right from childhood. Like say, 10-year-old kid and 80-year-old grandma both have to see the picture and they have to be like enjoying the picture. So that is my vision. So I won't be like always promoting wedding, like we are doing weddings and etc. So that is how I carry my audience in my page. And that one particular turning point was that thing that inspired me to make sure that, okay, it's not always that you have to have high quality equipments. It's all about the vision, what you think is what matters.
The eye for the photography.
Exactly.
Say, right?
And the second turning point was like COVID time. That's when I started. 2018-19 I started and COVID hit.
Okay.
So all wedding photographers, everybody were like shut down, right? That's when my Instagram account was slowly growing. Some like there was audience were like following my work and all. I generally don't be quiet. Whenever whatever thing I keep doing something or the other. So in that particular point of time, what I did, okay, I cannot do weddings. So I was thinking, what should I do? So what I did, I took a 30-day challenge. Let me try to create images whatever items and tools, whatever I have in my home, right? With those, I'll create some images.
Okay.
So 30 days, what I did, I was like, let's say my mom is cooking one particular day. I did an image out of it. And I observed a pen stand. And I took a paper cut of a small small boy, and then I did that image is there in online. I did a shot. It looks like as if a boy is walking inside the tunnel, but I did it with macro lens inside home. So like that, I created in 38 days, and everything went good reach, and some got viral also.
Oh, okay.
So that particular time, what I learned, I would say my turning points are the learnings. What biggest learnings I would say, right? So what I learned is like it's not always that you have to go to great destiny to do some great shoots. With whatever resources you have, still you can make great images. So that is something I learned, and people also liked it. So that was another turning point in my life, I would say. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And then I had a break in social media for 1 year, where I thought people thought, okay, this guy is gone. Like he'll not be able to come
you
back.
actually took a break from
Yeah,
social media.
for 1 year I took a break.
Oh, okay.
And then what happened is like I had to open an office, like my studio.
Okay.
Right now it's a studio, right? So financially also it was very unstable, and my business also was going down, etc. All these things were happening. My father told me only one thing: like you just take a break and keep doing what you want to do and all. So generally, like you, me, content creators, what we do. What is our motivation? I would say, like the audience, right? People.
Audience, yeah.
Whenever they come and like you or they comment you, you'll get more motivated and you want to do more content, correct?
Right.
So for me, in that particular 1 year, what I learned is like even if people are not there, I'll be able to do this job on a consistent basis. So that's when I came back, and then we built a new studio, and that studio was like as per my liking. I saved money and I did it. So that was like a good comeback, and a lot of people also really like got surprised. Okay, how they did this and all. I was doing in the background. It's not like always you have to be online or active in Instagram, right? You can do offline business also, correct?
Yeah.
So that is something I was doing that 1 year of time. So these are the 3 turning points in my career, I would say.
So it's not always Instagram. It's outside also.
Yeah,
Is what you
yeah.
say.
You have to connect with people, right? To
Right,
get good business,
right,
not
right.
just Instagram. Yeah.
Right. Also, what is that one lesson that you have learned in photography, like in a hard way?
There is no end to learning. Like you think, right? You know everything. So there is nothing like that in photography. Is what I feel. Like you think you know all the techniques, you know everything, but still there is always a point where you always feel like you need to learn. If you need to be updated. And when it comes to art, if you are not learning consistently, you will go out of the box. I mean, you'll go out of the game, and then people won't even see your work, because nowadays you put a lot of effort to put out a content, right? The content is seen by a viewer just couple of seconds, 5 seconds or 10 seconds.
Right.
Even it goes viral. Next day they'll forget you. So you have to keep doing every day. So that is something I learned in photography, which I think no other profession would have taught me. So yeah.
Right. If you're doing the same wedding and the same way, nobody will.
It won't work out, and you have to constantly learn to keep you updated.
Right.
Right.
That's what you're known for, right? Like creativity.
Yeah. So that I have that fear also at the same time. Like until when we will learn, what if after I get some, like after some couple of years, will I be able to do the same thing again? That fear is always there. But I feel like unless and until you have that passion, it'll keep you driving.
Right. And also, I think only if you have that fear in you, you keep like growing every day. You want to learn more things.
Yeah,
and
you always need to have that fear.
Yeah. Because I do the same thing. I am like, I am scared of, okay, I got this. I got my content creation or whatever I'm doing. I got it from nowhere. I didn't expect it to come to me. But it came to me and I'm grateful. But I'm scared. What do I do next?
Yeah.
What if I don't have any ideas?
Exactly.
Yeah. I know that. So also, what is a random place where you have shot? Any random place?
I've always shot in random places only. So for me, I always tell my clients, even in the previous shoot, what we did also, I always tell them, it is not the destiny that matters, journey. While going on the journey, right, all drivers, right, whoever drives with me, right, in the car, they'll always be frustrated with me, because I ask them to stop here and there irrelevantly.
Right.
So in that case, I would say we have shot in like, how do I say, like we have shot in middle of road maybe recently. This is also random, right? Nobody will go and do that crazy stuff. Yeah. Again, we take some risks. I'm not saying we don't take risks and it's right to do, but still we take that risk to make sure that we get some nice framing or nice composition done in a particular way, I think. So that is one kind of random play. I have made couple to lie in the road, sit in the road. So which when I tell them, right, they'll be like giving a weird and awkward reaction.
Exactly. Not all couples would do that, right? How are your clients? Like,
so I always push people. I stress people.
Oh.
So somehow I've gone to an extent to beg them also. Please do it. If you do it, it'll be great. Right. They'll say no, but I won't take that no as no. And so I just keep asking them, pushing them. So there are a couple of instances like that where I've done crazy stuff. For example, in the middle of night where they said like there are lion, tigers and all, stay there also. We went there in a particular middle of jungle we have shot.
Oh my God.
And recently we did a shoot in Thailand. It's a wild animal, wild elephant.
Okay.
I know it's a wild animal and it is like controlled by a few people. It's like tamed wild animal, we will say, right?
Okay.
The wild animal was approaching me. I was shooting it. I didn't even know that the wild animal was approaching me. So after a few seconds only, when it came very close, I understood. Okay, the animal is approaching me. Some risk might be there. So then I ran off from the place.
What kind of animal was that?
Elephant, wild
Elephant.
elephant.
Oh,
Yeah,
wild elephant.
yeah.
Okay.
So we shoot some crazy stuff, right? We always take the risk. So
remember, if you're shooting with Prashanth Bionic, it's going to be an adventure.
yeah, it will be definitely. It's going to be a destination or a couple shoots or something like that.
Right. So talking about clients and stuff like that, have you ever like shot the whole thing, but then you lost the content, and what was the client's reaction?
It had happened once or twice, I would say.
It actually happened.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah.
Okay.
So see, end of the day, everything is electronic device, right? We cannot have control over it. Correct. We always make sure we keep changing the cards every year. We have multiple cards. We take multiple copies and all. Once what happened is like in your wedding also it happened, right? In your wedding.
You know why I asked you that question? Prashanth used to always ask me when we were shooting or anything, give me 2 TB hard disk, give me 3 TB hard disk, give me 4 TB hard disk. I was like, how many hard disks do you want?
Exactly. Why? What happened in your wedding else? We can take that as an example, right? Very good example. We had the card, we copied the card data into the hard disk. So what happened? All the data, number of files is same, size is same, everything is same, but the files are not opening up.
Oh,
because we cannot open every file and see, right? When we are copying, we cannot do that during a wedding, correct? So it didn't open up. Everything was corrupted. Every file was like corrupted. But the file size is same, number of files, everything is same. We do have a check whenever we copy, right?
Okay.
So all the checks, apart from that, we had to understand that, okay, we have to randomly open the files and see. This is something we learned in your wedding, maybe I would say.
That is my wedding.
Yeah, exactly. Then we were able to recover it. Obviously, we have to pay a heavy price, right, to recover the files and all.
Okay.
So that is one instance I would say where we have lost the files in a.
I didn't know about this. This is the first time listening to Prashanth telling me. So yeah, it's okay, Prashanth. You recovered the
Anyway,
files,
got the
right?
files, right? I'm safe.
Okay. And when it comes to a wedding, what do you like the most? Which one do you like to shoot the most? The wedding, the reception, or haldi, mehendi, and sangeet?
I would say haldi.
Haldi.
Yeah, the water throwing on your face and all, right?
Right.
The couple and the vibrancy. In haldi, I feel always it's like more natural. They really get into that moment. They enjoy. They make fun. They fight with each other with the water. They pour water. Also, I always love shooting haldi the most out of all other events. And yeah, I will always wait for that one dance, couple dance. What this couple is going to do in the dance performance and all.
Sangeet.
Yeah, Sangeet. So that one, because it's all quite emotional, for them.
Right.
They'll all be working. But so one dance they'll be practicing for so many days, When that comes into the picture, it'll be really nice to shoot.
Right.
So that will be really nice to shoot when the couple is dancing and all. So yeah, these are two parts I always love.
Nice.
Obviously, the wedding part, the emotional part, right? Which happens, which is very close to the couple,
I still remember your team asking me to cry. They're like, Priyanka, why are you not crying? I'm like, he didn't even time. I'm still not married.
Yeah, exactly. They're waiting for you to get emotional.
I know.
But you didn't get emotions, so they're triggering you. Wow, we want more emotions. Come on, more emotions with the camera.
Yeah. When it comes to celebrities, is there any celebrities that you want to shoot, and why? Why just them?
Okay. Honestly speaking, I had a goal. Okay. Generally, we get opportunities to shoot celebrity weddings also. I don't want to go detailedly into that, but I always feel like my vision is to make normal people look extraordinary.
Okay.
Who are the normal people, right? Who are shy before camera, who are not used to camera. We want to show them in a very nice way. That is our vision in some way. So there is nothing like I have an excitement or highness or goal like I should shoot this particular celebrity and all. But I always love the way Samantha, Deepika Padukone, these celebrities, like how they pose before camera. I always love that style and the way they pose. Maybe if one day I would get an opportunity to shoot them, I'd be happy. So yeah.
Nice. So let's switch some gears, and I want to ask you, how is it shooting in India versus how is it shooting in US?
Okay, my perspective, right?
Yeah, your perspective.
So
of it, yeah.
what I've seen in a couple of visits to US, people shooting wedding and how we shoot in US and all. How we shoot in India and all. The big difference what I see is here people are very limited resources are there. In India we have a lot of people, right? We have 10 people, 12 people working for a wedding.
Right.
Here we don't have that. Only 2 people or 3 people maximum who work for a wedding, right? So they have to do the candid, which is the candid they have to shoot. At the same time they have to do the traditional part also, where they take the post group pictures also, right?
Right.
So in that way the way they manage, right, it's quite difficult. So plus what I see is like the skill set what photographers have in US is great. They themselves manage their entire equipment. They themselves carry everything to the spot and they themselves get it done and they get it back. In India, we have assistants. We have people assisting with light, with equipments, and then we have multiple shooters. Like one particular cameraman will have again second shooter, third shooter, fourth shooter will have, right? But those options are not available here in US. So that is one big difference I see. In India, if you see, we don't get great frames. All conventional hall or anywhere you see, right? It's inside the city. Hyderabad, Chennai, Vijayawada, and Vizag and all, right? It'll be mostly inside the city. So you won't have the opportunity to take a couple out of the place and shoot in a very landscapic location.
Right.
Which you have a good plus here in the US. Wherever you go, right? It'll be amazing.
Right. Even on the road, you can find some
great
location.
location. That is one thing. And second thing, I always feel like there are great clouds in US. Whenever you see this, you can see the clouds. Right? It's not plain sky. In India, you don't find all the time clouds. It's always like the plain sky, hot sun most of the time.
So
right?
India, if you have to shoot, you have to go to a scenic location like Kerala
you have to do that.
or somewhere like
so
that.
in India, a normal wedding will be a normal. You don't have a like great landscaping view or something like that. Here, anywhere you shoot, I feel like you have a great panoramic view and landscape view to shoot with. So this is the main difference I see. Apart from that, when it comes to work-wise, here they do intimate, right? Only 50 people, 60 people attend the wedding.
Right. Yeah.
There you see 1,000, 10,000. We have done one craziest wedding where 45,000 people have attended a wedding.
What?
45,000, yeah.
Where was it in India?
It was in Thoothukudi.
Thoothukudi is
In Tamil Nadu,
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We have done a wedding there where 45,000 attended. Morning 4 o'clock, the wedding started.
Oh
Till
my
night.
God. How
10.
did you guys manage to cover all that?
So, fortunately or unfortunately, I didn't go for the wedding. My team went actually.
Okay.
So, I had another wedding to do. So, I gave a commitment, so I couldn't go for this wedding. My team took care. It was crazy.
Okay.
Because I was seeing the WhatsApp messages, what my team was taking behind the scenes and all. There's one crazy one where if I have to give one lens to a particular teammate, right, it has to pass through the crowd and it has to go to the particular guy. So it was that crazy. Yeah.
Oh
so that particular
God.
thing, we just took a video and all. It was crazy to see that. And the second thing is that like 1,000 people served for that wedding, right, for food. Around 1,000 people served.
Just servers.
Yeah, for 1,000 people. Imagine what kind of crazy.
Right.
So that is one big difference we see there and here. Here you see it's intimate, right? You can get a lot of emotional moments.
Right.
You will be very close to the people, right? But in India, it's not like that.
Right.
When a lot of crowd happens, it's quite formal. It's not like very intimate.
Right.
And we have intimate weddings also at the same time. So yeah, I would love to shoot weddings in US because the way the climate, landscape, the lighting.
Right.
More importantly, the golden light is golden here. The orange light, it's sunset and sunrise. In India, it's very hard. Random, like out of 10 days, we might find one day the particular light what we see with that golden light. So that has big difference. When I came to US, I was like attending a wedding for 5 days. All 5 days I saw golden light, morning and evening. It was beautiful to see that visuals, So,
Nice. So how do you think that people in US respect photography more, or people in India, what's the difference?
We can't generalize, right? You can't generalize anybody. It all depends on people's mentality, right? There are people who give more importance to photography in an event. There are people who give more importance to decor in an event. There are families who give more importance to food in an event.
Right.
So it depends on family to family. We cannot generalize like people would not respect. I will not say no. I will not say no. People are not disrespecting photography.
I mean, the traditions have changed, right? Before, it used to not be that the photographers used to be not that important for a photographer for an event.
Correct.
Right now, photography is it's important. A big thing for an event.
The reason I'll tell you now, the craze for projecting their own wedding in a social media to get likes is more, which I feel. I mean, as being a photographer, okay, doing my job, I have to give to clients is all fine, but I feel like it's not great because wedding is all about intimate, right? You have to tell us. I mean, it's all like your personal event, right? It happens once in a lifetime. Where if you think like everything I have to do as a reel, right? We ourselves being a photographer, we get exhausted doing reels.
Right.
Now, whatever we do, right? Everything is like reel. They're seeing as a reel. They're not enjoying that moment as in that moment. So because of that, I feel like okay, the interest towards photography is more is what I feel, and people compare that wedding they shot like this. My wedding, I should be more than better than this. So that comparison is there, right? Because in social media, the unhealthy thing what I see in social media is competition, and more than competition, comparison. Yeah, comparison. The unhealthy thing what I see in social media is comparison. Okay, they did like this, so we should also do like this. They had a great wedding, so I should also have like this. So that is something I always see. So that is something I feel unhealthy.
It's not always about you. It's right now. It's about social media.
Yeah. If you ask if I'm doing my wedding, I won't spend money. I'll make it cheap and best. I won't even invite a lot of people. I'll be very.
I have
very
another question, interesting question about your wedding. Whom do you want as a photographer for your wedding?
So till now, I've not decided that. I've not thought about it. First, I have to get married, right? First, I'm thinking about that.
Have you thought about your
Yeah,
marriage?
mostly it'll be my team who will be shooting major part because I'll be comfortable with them, right? It'll be fun if they are shooting me. I can redirect them, right? If I'm hiring a separate photographer, I cannot do that. But definitely, I'll be hiring a photographer. But I'm not thought about it. So
You're not thought about wedding or the photography?
no, I thought about wedding, not the wedding photographer. Yeah.
Okay. When you first landed in US, what was the first culture shock that you had?
Culture shock.
Shock, yeah.
Like I landed in Dallas,
Okay.
in Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2 years back.
Okay.
One and a half year back. Yeah. It was good, quite similar like India
Right,
only.
right.
Everywhere Telugu people were there. Wherever we go, we had Indian food. So it was no different from India. It was quite. I was like, what? This is all US is all about. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
So now recently I went to SFO and other states, right? It felt like US. It looked like a foreign country.
Okay.
I didn't feel Texas is.
Yeah. For us, Texas is home, and then we go to vacation to other states.
That's good. Yeah. So when I landed here, it was not like I was very shocked or surprised because I've gone to a couple of countries. I've gone to countries like Switzerland, Dubai, and etc. Right. So it was not that exciting for me. And so when I went to other states, it was quite exciting.
So, this Indian Telugu weddings, right? You do more Telugu and Tamil weddings, right? So they have like full-on Bollywood and Hollywood productions. That production levels are really high in the wedding. Like the one you were saying, 45,000 people wedding. Do you have any like crazy requests from them?
Like crazy requests, as in like what?
Any different kind of requests from the client?
Yeah. See, the requests are always like this only. Like they want something unique, but they won't give time. At the same time, they want something unique, right? So that will be the request which I always feel is like most challenging in a wedding to do. But like I have a very good team. Since I have a very good team, if I think something, let's say if I have a room, there's a lot of dining chair, everything, right? If I want that to be clear, they'll be like quickly clearing it out. They'll be understanding the rush and the urgency, why we want to make the shot, right? The importance of making the shot. So since I have a very good team, whatever the request comes in, right, we'll be able to do it. And we are I will always proudly say, I don't know about other teams generally, but looking at like in my visibility, the many photographers who I see, right, we are a team where if a shoot is starting at 6 o'clock, we go there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and start the shoot. Technically, we work 12 hours for a 6-hour event.
Oh, yeah.
Which I feel no other photographer does it in India, back in India. The reason is because we want to always put the extra effort, extra time to make sure we give something extra to the client, not what generally another photographer shoots.
Yeah.
So that is something I feel.
I remember when on my Mehendi day, you were supposed to wrap up at what, 12 o'clock?
12 o'clock,
11 o'clock or 12 o'clock?
10 o'clock, I would say.
10 o'clock, yeah. And you stayed up with me till what, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
We have a BTS video, I think.
Yeah, and you slept.
Yeah, I slept.
I still
off.
remember you were sleeping and then everybody coming.
Yeah, because the event was going on and on. I know why I slept is because then after the end of the event, I should stay there and shoot something, right? So I slept there only.
And I was getting my Mehendi done.
Mosquito bites were there. You're getting Mehendi, I was getting mosquito bites. So,
yeah. Okay.
So that's what. So most important is that request, as in like we're not got any crazy request. All is like expectation. Generally, what expectation client have like, okay, you've done that particular thing for that client. It has gone for 1 million views. Why this is not going? Which is not in my hands, right? I'm not doing wedding for a reel or views, right? I'm doing a wedding for like what suits you, what will be better for you, how you look better in that particular frame. That's how I can think, right?
Right.
So that is something I feel clients are crazy about. It should go viral, it should go reach, all this stuff, right? Which is not in my control.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of photographers, you're an inspiration to a lot of photographers. What would you suggest them? Like, if they want to be a photographer right now, if they want to start a photography page, or if they want to become a photographer, what do you suggest?
I would always suggest like they have to carry a vision. I remember when I quit the job, right? Okay, quitting the job is fine. Choosing the profession is also fine. What are you going to do? You have to think, right? I'm doing photography is not, okay, I have to do photography. That was not the thought. The vision what I had in mind was like, I saw a couple of photographers in India who were doing weddings, who were very popular and who were very famous, and they were doing great job for a lot of clients and all. I saw their work. I thought, okay, this is not the work what I want to do. I want to do something different. This is all okay. I feel like, okay, they're good in what they're doing. But I have some other vision, some other perspective towards photography, which I feel like, okay, if I do this, maybe I can stand out from all of them. This is the vision I had in my mind.
Right.
And the vision what I want is like, I want to be the best in India. And I want to show people in wedding what nobody has seen before. So I always used to tell my father, like when I create a shot, right? This shot is not done by anybody before in this world. I used to say
Okay.
that phrase, in the world nobody has done this shot. So that kind of vision I had in my mind. So that is the reason I chose photography. Else whatever IT job I was working in, right? I was having a good pay. I would have done it, right? Why should I risk my life?
Right.
So in that way, I would tell any photographer who's going to take photography, they should have a vision. Doing a model shoot or weddings or baby shoot, whatever that, they need to have a vision. What kind of style we are going to bring in my photography? What is that I'm going to do different from which other photographers cannot do? So that is something, if they have the thought, they can definitely do, no matter whatever the risk is going to be. So, yeah.
So coming to that, do you think starting a page in US is difficult, or a page in the sense of photography
Yeah.
in US is difficult, or in India?
In India, it's easy. The reason is because you have a lot of audience, right?
Right.
All are Indians. Whatever photography you're going to do, Indians will follow you. Like, you'll be there. In US, it's not only Indians, right? You have Americans, you have a lot of other people, right? For let's say you're going and doing a shoot of a person in a traditional wear, like Indian traditional wear. You're posting that reel. Nowadays reels are like it'll reach to only relevant audience. It doesn't reach to irrelevant audience, right? Obviously, Americans won't be following like the Telugu culture or Tamil culture kind of reels, right? So it'll reach only those people. Those people, if you take the population in US, it's quite less, right, compared to India.
Yeah.
In that way, what I feel like, start doing something related to Indian content, right? And you're having a business here or doing something here in US, it's quite difficult.
Okay.
In India, it's quite easy, is what I would say.
Right.
So, what I would say, maybe there are a couple of options. What I learned, I have a technique. What I recently followed. Whenever I come to US or other countries, right? Whenever I go there and post some content from that particular location, what happens is like that particular reel or photo, it reaches that particular region of people.
Okay.
It doesn't reach my actual audience, so the reach goes very less.
Okay.
So what I learned is like I have some apps, VPN apps and all that, right? What I do is like I make sure two options I do. One option is like I give the content, I ask people to post from India. Other option is like I use VPN and then I put false location, saying that I'm in India. I tell that Instagram that I'm in India and then I post that content. So it reaches normally.
Okay.
So this is something I learned after 2-3 visits to different countries.
Okay.
So what I would suggest for people in US, you can have that kind of same option, right? You can have that location as India and then you can post whatever you want and you can reach people here and there also at the same time.
Okay.
My major secondary audience is from US after India.
Yeah.
So so that is one thing I would tell.
Yeah,
It's
you
difficult.
travel like for photography.
Yeah,
to
I keep
US.
traveling, right?
Right.
Instagram will post, let's say I'm in Chennai, I usually post in Chennai. It has an algorithm. I don't know what algorithm Instagram carries and all.
Nobody understands that all.
Yeah, nobody understands, right? So what I understood, okay, you don't confuse Instagram.
Right.
You just give minimal inputs. Put it at the same time, 9 o'clock, same day, 9 o'clock every day, and same location. Let it go reach or not reachable. It's up to Instagram to do it.
Right.
But don't confuse Instagram is what I feel.
Yeah.
What I mean when you go to US, right? It puts that, okay, I'm in US, it reaches to US people first, is what I realized.
Right. So talking about Instagram, do you actually get clients through Instagram, or how does it work?
I'll ask you a question. Since you're asking me. Okay. Okay, I've been doing this business for around how many years? 6 years, 7 years now.
Okay.
How many people do you think I would have met in person before finalizing a wedding project? Roughly give a number, no?
So you're talking about the clients.
Clients in person.
In person before.
Before finalizing a project, how many clients would I have met before finalizing a wedding project in this last 6-7 years of time?
70, 80?
It's not more than 10 people. Seriously. I've not met anybody before wedding project to finalize a project. The reason is because I'm making my presence, I work more authentic in Instagram. So people are very much engaged to it. People are following it for a longer term.
Right.
They believe it. Okay, these people are authentic people. They're not going to do anything wrong and all. Like they're doing it in a proper way and all. So they have that authentication factors there. No, that is there. That presence is there in social media. So it's always through calls.
Okay.
No in person.
You didn't meet me in person also.
Yeah, you also. Obviously, you're from different country, right? So I'm saying of people in Chennai also.
Okay.
Yeah, because mostly I travel. One. Second thing, I edit also. I work. It's not like I'm only available for client calls and client meetings, right? So in that way, I've hardly met 10 people in my entire 6-7 years of career.
Okay.
So that I always feel as plus. You see, right?
Right.
Because generally when you meet only, you have that promise, right? You have that confidence, right? Okay, I can give the project to this guy. I can pay this much of money to this guy, right? We were only taking a call, you cannot do that, right? But we have been doing that for the last 6-7 years.
Oh.
So Instagram is also important, I would say, to reach people. But it is not that only Instagram is required. Without Instagram also you can do. I know a lot of photographers who have very less followers in Instagram. They are doing a very they're doing a lot of projects in a very larger scale when it comes to financial value and the same time also client basis.
Oh.
So it's not that always you need Instagram.
Okay.
For me, I need to be an artist. more than an entrepreneur. Like people want to remember us, like they have to enjoy the content. That is my major motto.
Right.
So I'm taking it a different way, like how I want it to be. So, yeah.
Right. But a lot of people want to be like that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when it comes to wedding, you have to promote the business, right? We're doing
Right.
weddings here, there. We have to get clients who are, till today people ask me, do you do weddings? So
Yeah.
that's how it is. So yeah, I keep it that way.
Nice. So we know that it's Prashanth Ravi. How did it go from Prashanth Ravi to Prashanth Bionic? Why is it
It
Bionic?
was Prashant Bionic initially when I started doing my dance videos. I said, right, I had the
Right.
passion towards dance. So I used to do freestyle popping. I think you know, right? Freestyle
Right.
popping. So it's like a
He taught
robotic.
me some moves as well.
Yeah. So that's a robotic kind
Yeah.
of dance, right? So for that, we used to do music. We used to dance for a music called dubstep.
Okay.
At the time, it was popular. I don't know about right now because we don't do dance much. So the dubstep music, we used to dance. So we wanted to have a name for the videos, what we do, dance videos.
Okay.
We had a name called Bionic. So Bionic is nothing but in real time, it's a prosthetic metallic arm. Whenever you
Okay.
break your leg or hand and all, they used to put that extra metallic arm so that you get healed easily, quickly. And it is like kind of a substitute for your real time. Like if you break your leg, right, you have to walk.
Right.
It's kind of substitute for that to make you walk.
Okay.
So that's called Bionic. That's the actual real meaning of Bionic. So I had that name, and people know me through that name, through dance. So when I wanted to do a photography brand, I have to coin a new name, which I didn't know. If I coin a new name, I don't know how people will remember it, how people will relate it to me, and all. So I kept the same name as Bionic Photography. But I had a meaning. I had a reason to have a meaning for it. So bio is nothing but biology. It's human.
Okay.
Bio. It's a Prometheus basically of a word. And Nick is electronic.
Okay,
Nick.
electronic.
So human intervention with electronic gadget to create art. I kept it like that.
Okay.
Like
Nice.
I defined my own meaning for Bionic.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's the name and that's how I have it till today. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. So right now AI is taking over everything, right?
Not everything. I would
I
not.
mean, a lot of things.
I would not say it is taking over. It is helping you in every way.
Exactly, but
is making you
also,
lazy also
it's
at the
making
same
it's making your daily thing, daily work or
Easy.
daily job easy.
Mm.
So, what do you think about photography?
Imagine if AI is taking over everything and is like acceptable to everybody, right?
Right.
Then everybody can be good at it, right? Again, there'll be competition.
Exactly,
of someone
that's
has
what
to
I'm
stand out
asking.
from
Is it
right?
helping or is it not helping
No,
photography?
it is definitely helping. If you
It
see
is
recently, right, I've done a shoot with birds.
Okay.
Okay, and it became viral, and a lot of the people like, wow, it's amazing. I was also super happy doing that shoot with birds, a lot of birds and all. I wrote that idea when I had a break in social media, saying that, okay, imagine if there's a girl surrounded by full of birds in the same frame. One is flying, one is in her hand, one is in her head, and something like that. Just I keep writing ideas, right? I wrote that idea 1 year back. And then what happened? I got to see a reel where there's a bird sanctuary where people go there, feed birds, and the bird was coming and sitting in the hand. Why not we do that idea? Here is what I thought. I translated the thought to a makeup artist and a model. They were like,
Okay.
what? How it will happen? How will it be good? It'll be like a tourist, right? Prashant, it won't be good. How can we do it as shoot? This is what they ask questions.
Right.
So what I went to apps like DALI, Midjourney and all. I put up a comment saying, imagine a bird, imagine a model wearing a lehenga, having a lot of birds around her. And it threw up some few images.
Okay.
There's like good composition, good lighting and all. I showed that images to the makeup artist and the model.
Okay.
Saying this is what we are going to create. They're like, really, are we going to create this? This is what they asked. And then we went there, we created, and obviously we created better than that because AI is AI, right? And that was quite helping me for mood board creation.
Okay.
So AI is helping photographers, for me, in general, to create the mood board for any shoot.
Okay.
And second thing, earlier, let's say I'm shooting a picture, okay? There are a lot of wires, a lot of garbage, something is there, right? You cannot go and clean everything everywhere you shoot, right? Those things and all can be cleared in fraction of seconds right now.
Okay.
With an option called generative fill in Photoshop and something like that.
Yeah, that's what my question is. If you have any suggestions or anything, what would you tell the photographers?
See, in Photoshop,
any apps?
Yeah, in Photoshop we have generative fill, right? Generative fill is the generative expand is there. Let's say I'm shooting a portrait of a model in vertical, and they want to use for a billboard in a horizontal format. So you can expand it, and still you'll get the data.
Okay.
Okay. The problem here is it won't give you a high quality image. It'll give you an image which will be like blurry, which will be pixelated. You cannot print it.
Okay.
For social media, it's fine. You cannot print it. So what I would suggest, like whenever you have blurry background or no detailed kind of images, right? There you can use AI. You cannot go and tell AI put a car here. If it puts a car, it'll look like AI only.
Right.
Correct. So in that way, I would say it is helpful to clear off things and all, and to create mood board generation. To whatever idea you have, right? You will not be able to know how to shoot it. Let's say you want to shoot a girl in a beach with the waves. You're thinking about it. You're taking a girl to the beach and you're shooting, but it's not coming out great. The reason is because the girl is not wearing a proper outfit. You can tell, hey, she's wearing a skirt, she's wearing a one piece, she's wearing a lehenga, whatever it is. It'll throw you some couple of images. Whichever image you like, you can ask that. You can give that suggestion to a model, and then you can go and do that particular shot.
Okay, so AI is actually giving you ideas.
A lot of ideas too, and it can give you a lot of help when it comes to creation
but
of
it's not
mood board.
killing like photography. Okay.
Anybody, I would say you have to keep, like earlier, to clear an object from an image, right? It'll take 1 hour of time. Now it'll take fraction of seconds, which means you can do more projects, more images you can edit. So that's how you have to think.
Nice. Also, what is your advice that you want to give for the photographers to grow on social media?
I would say only one thing: consistent. You have to be consistent. See,
I see that a lot of people, like photographers or content creators, they always have this thing that I keep posting every day. I keep doing what other content creators tell us to do, but we don't grow on Instagram. What is like?
See, two things. I would say in social media, you have to have your own vision and idea. This is I am as a person. I want to project myself as this only. That is very important. You should not keep, okay, he's doing that, let me do that. You should not do that. Two, okay, trending reels are there. Or song trends, you have to do in your own style.
Right.
Whatever is there, you do in your own style. For example, Chittak Vibes, what is that? Rajinikanth, one song went viral, no? Chikku Vibes, Chittak Vibes, something went viral. I used that song, that music for your reel, for your ring reel.
Right.
That music was trending, but I used the same cuts in my editing for your ring short reel, right?
Right.
So that's how it is. Like, it's not like always you have to trend. You have to use the trending thing as per your own style is what I would say. And consistent. When I say consistent, right? Let me take me as an example. This last 15 days in US is the craziest time in my entire lifetime. Every day traveling.
Right.
Like we didn't sleep more than 3 hours in a day. That's the truth. Okay, we didn't sleep more than 3 hours in a day. Except yesterday maybe. So we didn't sleep more than 3 hours in a day. What I did is, like, I was shooting all day. The time when I got to copy the files, right? That is the time I'm sitting and editing a reel also at the same time. I didn't send my data to my team to edit it. I was doing myself. You see, all these 10 days I was active on Instagram.
Yeah.
Every day I posted a reel. Every day I posted stories. Everything I did. The reason is because Instagram or audience doesn't care whether you're having a hard struggle in your real life, or whether you're in a depression, or whether you're emotionally down, or whether you're happy. Nobody knows it. So you should always make sure, give content on Instagram. Instagram will reach you. That's like basic mentality. What I feel one should have as a content creator. So it doesn't. No complaints. You cannot tell I was sick. I went here. I went there. That is why I couldn't do content. Either you have to pre-plan the content before going to a trip, or do on the go.
So about content, do you think you get good content only with high-end cameras? I mean, the eye for the camera is always there, but do you need that high-end cameras to get that quality content?
Okay, I'll give you an idea. I'll give you a secret what I learned from Instagram. If you take, let's say a model's walk, let's say a couple is dancing, okay, you take that with the camera and you post it. I feel it won't go for reach. You take that with the phone in a third perspective, not in a straight angle, second angle, it'll go for reach. Let's say podcast also. When you're talking, right? When someone is taking me in a straight angle, nobody is going to listen. When there's a second angle, right? When I'm talking to someone, like that curiosity will be there. Who is talking to? What he's talking to? Then people will see that reel.
Right.
So I always feel like don't go the usual way, come out of the usual way. Now the unusual way is like shooting with phones. And in a very natural way, you shoot a reel, right? It'll go. If you shoot with high-end quality, blur, depth, lighting, and all, people don't understand. These guys have planned something and they're doing a reel. If you do it in a very unnatural way, people will be like excited. Okay, they'll be casually seeing that reel. So I feel like a phone would be better. Obviously, camera is also important, but in a natural way, if you show something, it'll obviously reach people, is what I feel.
Okay. So when you started as a photographer, right? What was the first gear that you've used?
First gear was the gear, I think 550D, Canon 550D, which I got from my friends, as I told you earlier.
And you're still with Canon, right?
Yeah. I always shoot with Canon only because, it's been like long number of years I've been using. The reason is because there's something called as adaptability, where you have some particular lenses you'll invest, right? Let's say I'm investing in Canon lenses. When camera updates, right, the lenses will not go out of use. It'll always be useful. Lenses will always be there with you. You can use it for 40 years, 50 years of time. So we cannot buy a new lens in different brand. We can use Canon lenses for Canon brand, right? So in that way, I kept using Canon, and we have Canon almost all prime lenses. Sorry, all the premium lenses, all the Canon topmost gears related to Canon brand right now. And so when I started with 550D, and then it took a couple of years. It took for me. I used to take rental.
Okay.
I used to take rental cameras. It was 5D Mark IV, which is like DSLR. Now we have mirrorless. Earlier we had a technology called DSLR, which is different. Is different. So we used to rent that camera. So that is how we started, because initial 3-4 years we were not able to afford to buy any camera and all. Rental was good, I would say, because it pushed me out of my comfort zone.
Right.
Whenever we buy a rental, right, we have to use it for like a couple of hours, let's say 12 hours. The event will be for 10 hours. The last 2 hours will be there, right? I'll take that camera and go to try to take some nice shots from my Instagram.
Okay.
So that is when I got to learn the actual photography. Like the 2 hours was very beneficial, and I always almost valued it the most.
Okay.
The 2 hours of time. So that's when I started. And the first camera we bought was like Canon 5D Mark IV only. Again, we bought it like we wanted to own it, and we bought it with my friends. It was like a couple of friends. We saved some money. We put that money, and then we bought a camera. The one camera which I bought personally was like the first camera was Canon EOS R, which is a mirrorless camera. Then from there, I bought R6, and then from there I bought R5. Then now we have R3 we bought.
Like, how often do you keep changing your cameras?
Earlier I used to have that excitement to buy cameras.
Okay.
Now there is zero excitement towards camera now. It is like, okay, if it is essential, because nowadays I don't only use cameras, right? I have a team. So whatever cameras I have, they'll be also using it.
Right.
And sometimes there'll be mishandling. Every time we'll go for service center.
I saw your story where you like fell down with the camera.
Yeah. Nah, luckily nothing happened to the camera.
Oh,
Only the small
happened to you?
scratches. Yeah. I got some scratches. Camera also got some scratches.
Okay.
So that's a new camera basically. So what I'm trying to tell you is like, how often, if you ask me, I would say, let's say there was a time where 4K was not very important 3 years back. Now 4K is important. 3 years back also we had 4K camera, but when we shoot 4K in the camera, it will overheat. You cannot shoot whole event. Like a couple of bits you can shoot. Now you have cameras, which like recently the camera I bought is like R5 Mark II. It can shoot in 4K like for a long number of time.
Okay.
Long period of time. So in that way, this camera is like, it's a must right now for me. So I had to buy. So whenever you think it's mandatory that it is very much required for a client to work, then you have to buy it. Unless that, I would say try to invest in lenses.
Okay.
Get different lenses. Don't go and get different camera bodies is what I would say.
Okay.
So 2 years once or 3 years once, if you change, that will be more than enough is what I feel.
Also, what is one biggest misconception like people have about becoming a photographer?
People have become a photographer. I think 2 things. Okay, till 30 years, they can do photography. After that, what they will do? When they get old, how they can be updated? This thought is there, is what I feel. Second thing, earlier when I started photography, that's what they'll say. You can go to US.
Right now is
You
doing
can go to
photography
US.
like
You
that,
can have
right?
had a good job. Why you quit everything and doing this? You'll be a photographer only. No, like that they'll say. Now the same auntie, like my close friend's mom, she used to say, "What is this? This is not right." Even my mom didn't scold me that much. Relatives and the other people will be there. No, they were like, "What is this? How will people respect you? What photography now you're doing?" It's like, "What is this job? People won't see you good and all." That's what they'll think. Like that's the common thought, right? When it comes to photography and all. Now I'm quite popular, and other people are able to go and tell that particular aunt, right? Saying like, okay, this guy is doing nice. Yeah, I know him. One day, he's my guy only. Like that now they'll say.
Yeah.
So once you become successful, the way they see things, the way they talk will change.
Right.
Once you don't, it won't change. But that should not disturb your mind, right? I always tell people, whatever it is, no matter, try. Even if you fail, okay, but try. Try it for 1 year, 2 year, full-heartedly. Whole effort you give 100%. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, no problem. But without trying, simply going in your mind, no, I had a passion, I wanted to do this, but I couldn't do because I had to do an IT job. This cribbing should not be there in the entire lifetime, right?
Right. Yeah. Also, did drone photography change your game?
No, I'm not that much excited about drone photography. My team only does most of the drone footages, whatever you do. The reason is because I'm very bad at drone. Yesterday, 2 days back also I crashed a drone in a wedding. It's like 5th time I'm crashing a drone. So I'm feeling very bad for crashing the drones every time, because the reason is because I'm quite hyper when I'm doing the shoot. I'll be restless, I'll be talking to client, when you do drone, right, you have to be very focused. You cannot talk to someone and do the drone work and all. You have to be very focused, you have to see the drone, you have to do this, right? So I'm quite restless in shoots. So I feel like it's not my thing. So I'm going to quit doing drone photography mostly. So because I'm crashing a lot of drones in recent times. So yeah.
Also, I wanted to ask you about something else, about your parents.
Yeah.
When you were doing that IT job, right? How did you end up,
Convincing them.
Yeah, convincing them.
So my father comes from a strong engineering background.
Okay.
My father comes from a strong engineering background. He's worked in very highly reputed automobile industries. And he made me study in a very good college. I also did a good degree and all. So they were not easily convinced that I should be doing this full time. They like do it part time. You just for fun weekends go and do, this is what they always said. As I said, see, I feel this is the point I feel right now. Okay, anybody who's going to do photography or who wants to do and all, right? It's not your job to convince your parents. Your job is to educate them. If you do photography, what will be your financial status? Where you will go? Until what you can do? What kind of clients you're going to do? Like, what is the technical knowledge? What do you have? If at all you fail, will you be able to come? Like, let's say if you're losing a job in IT, what is the option? You can go for another IT job. Right. If you're not being reachable to people, if people are not liking you, what are you going to do? All these things it's your responsibility to educate to your parents, is what I feel.
Right.
Which I didn't do at that particular point of time. I was not in a highly matured state to educate, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Because I myself was in a confused state at that point of time. But like everyone will have that gut feeling, no? Instincts and all. I told them only one thing. If I get sick also, I'll do this job. If I break my leg also, I'll do this job. This is what I told them. Then later they didn't have any word to tell.
Right.
That's when they got convinced.
Nice.
Until then, till now, my mom is not convinced, if you ask me. Like, they were like, you should have gone to US. Not till now. Till 2 years back, maybe. Okay. You should have gone to US. You would have earned nicely. You would have got good alliance. All this stuff and all they say, right?
Yeah.
So I told, what I did, I'll tell you. I came to US 2 years back. I saw people working I stayed with a couple. They were doing their dishwashing, IT job, and they were cooking, cleaning and all. I took that video.
Okay.
And then I posted on Instagram and did a live video to my mom also. See, this is what people think you do in US, what actually they're doing in US. So I did that video and then I sent it to her.
Okay.
So luckily I'm not ending up here. It's good that I live there. Like,
what did your mom say to them?
My mom said to them, like, don't serve food for me is what she told. Chase him out of the home.
Okay. Also, what do you like the most? Biryani or sambar?
Biryani always.
Uh-huh.
No doubt.
What's the best food that you had in US?
Best food I had in US, I had in my client's home. He made an amazing white rice, and a good tandoori chicken in an air fryer. Okay. When he did that, it was so good that I called my mom and said, like, now we are ordering air fryer right now in India. You're going to get this done.
Did you get it?
And I got his recipe and we got it done. And we're having the same kind of taste. Not similar to what he's been doing. His name is Harish actually. He's from Houston basically.
Okay.
So till today I tell him, nobody has bet the way you cooked like that I used to say. Obviously, last wedding when we went, right, like the 5-day wedding and all, when we were there, the people, like the guys who were cooking, they had a big vessel and they were cooking nice biryani, sambar and so on. It was really good.
Same like in India.
Same like in India. Better than India, I would say.
Really?
I don't know why I feel it is very good here. Like, what I'm eating here is what I'm eating in India only, but I still feel I'm enjoying more because of the weather or what, I don't know. Or because of the burgers, what I ate before noon or what, I don't know. But yeah, it is really nice.
Oh.
Whenever we try to eat Indian food here.
Yeah, it hits different in US.
Yeah. We had, there's one nice hotel I would recommend. In California, we ate it from a couple of restaurants.
Okay.
The restaurant called Kolapasi. Kolapasi means in Tamil, very hungry.
Oh, okay.
I'm dead hungry. Like that you say, right? So Kolapasi. It was amazing. It had, what is it? A Kodi rasam soup.
Okay.
It was very nice. That soup was very nice. And chicken chukka, mutton chukka, was like too good.
Nice.
It was very level.
So do you enjoy Tamil Nadu food or when you come to other states?
My mom cooks Telugu food, right? Like how you cook in Andhra, right? Yeah. So we eat that kind of biryani only. So it's not
Is she comfortable talking in Telugu?
Yeah. They're from Chittoor background. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I got bad in Telugu because of my friends. They used to come to my home, all talk in Telugu, in Tamil, right? If I talk in Telugu, they'll scold me. So the irony is that I talk to my father in Telugu because he'll not be at home during childhood.
Oh.
With mom, I talk in Tamil. Even
Tamil.
now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because of the friends. So,
okay. I saw a story on your Instagram lately that the worst thing that happened to you while shooting.
Yeah.
What happened?
So basically, that's what happened. Accident. We met with an accident where we were driving through the snow and the car toppled off. And then it was quite scary, basically.
That's the first time for you in snow and in a car.
Not
right?
just snow. In a shoot, it's the most worst thing that has happened. Like generally, we get sick during shoots and all.
Right.
That is fine. That is acceptable. But like we met with an accident which was not expected. No, right? It was car toppled because the snow was so heavy. Like we were driving at the speed of around 20 to 30 only, but still it happened. And almost being inside the car, right, I felt like life is gone. Then luckily, no hurt to anybody. Okay. And then we couldn't come out of the car because car was like in slanting position like this.
Right.
We planned to do shoot the stars after that particular point of time. At that point, generally, I'm a person who always risk. I'll ask couple to stand on the edge of the rock, do this, do that. I also fell like 2 days back, standing from the rock, I fell down and all. So yeah, these things are there. That time was the first time I realized, okay, like when that incident happened, right? Accident. I thought like we will not be able to make out to other spot because we were in exactly no man's land. We were in Death Valley exactly where 100 miles there was no stores.
There'll be
80
no
miles,
signal also.
no
right?
signal, no signal at the same
Right.
time. So who will come to help us? No idea. Car got fully damaged, like it cannot even start. So we got some help from local. Like there were few good people who really wanted to come and help us out. They fixed everything. Then they made us go, which is something like unexpected, right?
Right.
It looks like as if the God has sent someone to help us out. So that is the time I realized, anytime we have to be a little cautious that we are taking a risk. We have to minimize doing and taking that risk in forthcoming shoots is what I realized personally.
Exactly. Yeah.
And on top of it, that happened mentally. We were disturbed, obviously, right? Anybody will be disturbed. And then we went ahead and we did shoot Haram Shil next day. We did it in a nicer way and we got the best. So yeah, because of the shoot, we were able to forget that incident quickly. If it was not shoot, we were just sitting in a hotel, right? We would have been a little bit traumatized, is what I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how is your experience in US? Do you like US or?
I like US going to different states now. Like I traveled to around 7 cities
Okay.
in this 10 days of time, 12 days of time,
Okay.
which is very hectic. Where I saw snow, where I saw wind, where I saw rainfall, high winds, hurricane also we saw, and then we saw stars also at the same time. So all things we were able to see. So I feel like US is always good to shoot, right? It's like they have you guys like in this country we have really good landscape to
Right.
shoot, and wherever you go, it's amazing to shoot. I love the light. I generally love the light which comes in the sunrise and sunset and all. It's nice to shoot with.
But living in US?
No. I'm not open to living in US. Couple of days, yes.
Okay.
Enjoy, have fun, eat nice food, go around, then get back to India.
That's everybody's wish, right? But yeah, a lot of us like stay in the US.
Yeah, but you guys would have settled right here, right? You know, right, how it works here.
Yeah, for me, it's been 10 years that I'm in the US.
Wow,
So,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
Used to it. After some
I'm
point of
used
time,
to
you'll be
it,
used to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But then you plan on going back to India. Life won't let you go back to India. There'll be some or other reason to just stay back.
Stay back.
Yeah.
Because you guys have like work and everything else,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
And you have home, you have a lot of
Right.
things settled here, right?
Right.
Yeah. But any days, like how we come to US, you can come to India now.
Definitely. But
Yeah.
we also have visa problems, visa restrictions, a lot of things that,
Yeah.
a lot of people like in India, they don't understand and be like, you can come right now, right? You can do
Yeah.
that, you can do this. So you have a very good life there.
And you have very tight, jam-packed schedule, no? You have to take care of your home, at the work, and
Exactly.
everything. You are doing it by
We
yourself.
do everything and then we have to do content creation. For all the content creators is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's quite difficult only.
It's
But
very
you guys have a great skill set, is what I felt coming here. You guys do everything on your own.
right.
In India, what mom cooks food for me at home, and I have to go and shoot, and we have people to help us out. Everything we have dedicated people, right? Here, you manage everything on your own,
Right.
which I feel is really great. Yeah.
Thank you. Also, I know that you're in a time crunch and you have a flight to catch.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you
And
so much.
Very nice to know you a little bit more than I know personally. You've been a very good friend to me also.
Yeah.
I'm a client, but also you've been a very good friend. Thanks to you.
Now you're not a client, you're a friend.
Yeah.
Client is over, work is over,
Both of us talk too much, so
Yeah.
we had to be friends.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
Thank you.